probably not be that exact same one. So
wait till it says you're live.
so it says we're live. So right there should be live.
That was the original.
Yeah, people actually watched it though. 27 views. Dang, dude, what is like eating me up, man? Kill
Mosquitoes
in here?
Yeah. I killed like 4 of them already today.
Oh god, dang.
Yeah, I got.
You're getting eaten alive. Alright, so you get your other camera there. Oh, the only problem is I can't. Now, dang it! Why did it have to cut off like that? That was a freaking. I like that though.
Yeah. Where's the? I'm invited to a broadcast. You didn't make it private, did you?
That was public. You can see yourself. On there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got.
If anybody else is on here,
Send us a message if you guys can see us. Trying to work out all the kinks on this. We're going to set up.
It was only 14 seconds.
It was only 14 seconds.
Stream live 12 minutes ago.
It's, got a minute 45 minutes streaming.
Oh, this one streamed 1 hour ago. 15 minutes ago. I'm not showing anything on your channel.
That might be why nobody's watching, I guess. Oh, we got 3 people watching.
What the fuck?
This is,
Sorry, technical difficulties. Can't see what's going on.
Yeah. 2 people.
Oh, live now. There, who's down there?
There we go. Yeah, man, he's the only one watching. Damn, these mosquitoes were eating the shit out of him. Alright.
Yeah,
like,
I tried to kill him.
They're like, nope, we're done with you guys. Okay. I need to get the other one set up. But that worked.
You could probably just recall it drinking and crypto.
Yeah. Let's talk drunk crypto talk. Alright. So we got welcome whoever's watching.
Oh, hey, somebody just came in.
Live stream failed. Yep, we're trying. I'm new to crypto. I bought some involvement with Genesis. 1500 hash rate from Zcash, which would be what, 3 video cards?
Yeah, I do.
Your payout, you're probably making, I don't know, maybe $2, $3 a day off of that.
Well, plus the Genesis fee. But that being said, it's the same concept as mining and buying your own cards. You pay a set amount, and then
Get paid out.
The hash power above that, if you're not cashing it out and you're holding it, the value of Zcash is especially they're talking like Zcash and Ethereum doing a thing together. So
yeah, actually Zcash was they did a test on the Ethereum network.
Yeah, well they're using
successful.
the I don't know if you were on the last live stream, but I'm a little drunk, so. But ZK Snark.
Wait,
ZK Snark that they're using.
Let's get the juice. This bottle was full.
It won't even be half full for long. But they're using the same technology. They're talking about like blending the two. So if that comes out, and you're holding Zcash, then over a year or two, that shit's going to be profitable. I mean, not like I made $20, but like that's going to be fucking profitable. because that's what it's about. You're not you're not
Well,
you're not mining for today.
There
You're
you go,
mining
Andrew.
for-
We are too, and that might be why the live stream might go down again. But we're trying to try something a little different.
Yeah.
It's just kind of just
Either way, I was skeptical about Genesis in the beginning when I started doing this stuff. Like, why am I going to pay for the hash rate? But I was looking in the now. However, if you would have gotten a Genesis like a year ago, mining ETH or mining Bitcoin or mining any of those things, it would have paid for itself multiple times over for your subscription. So,
and it's going to. I mean,
yeah,
it's going to go a lot higher. Zcash, Ethereum, they're going to go a lot higher than where they're at right now. So definitely keep doing it. I mean, you've already got your contract's already paid for. You've got a 2-year.
Do a shot. Do a shot. Seriously, do a shot.
Yeah.
Not watching you, that'd be creepy, but I'm doing a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna figure out a way to incorporate, or we can have video feedback from people. That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be nice to just have audio, just have an actual conversation with people. Because,
Well, they do the Discords.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Like, I'm a fucking network engineer, and I don't get this shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why he has, even why people subscribe to his shit.
He's just jealous. Don't worry about it.
I'm really not. I'm just confused because
I'm drinking beer. What kind of beer are you drinking, Andrew? I'm drinking a
fucking pound of beer. Don't be a pussy.
Kickstart for me.
Jim Beam for me.
October.
What brewery? Assuming it's in the States, I've probably had it. If it's Sam Adams, don't get me wrong, I mean, it's pretty good. It's mainstream, but it's pretty good. But yeah, back to that point, it would be nice to have some, like, actual... Oh, damn, I've never had that one. Where's it, where's the brewery? Where's it out of? I travel around the country a lot for work, so I try to, I try to drink everywhere I go. Damn, our headquarters was in Boston. I've never even heard of that. I gotta go to Connecticut sometime this month for a few days. I wonder if they have it up there. Or if I can have one of my friends from New Hampshire bring it up. Huh. I'm gonna look for that. I'm a big fan of the microbreweries.
Nice. So, Andrew, what made you go with Zcash? I'm really thinking Ethereum's going to go up quite a bit. If I was to bet any money on anything, that's what I'm feeling is going to really jump up the most.
I think, well, we have the Metropolis thing. Just randomly had your channel show up on my feed. I only saw the video about $1,000 popularized. What's your channel? Oh shit! You saw the Black Knight coding. You saw the one video that was shitty from a long time ago that has a crazy amount of fucking views. It's his channel. It's crypto mining. We just basically do talk anything crypto, what we've experienced. We're not, I mine blocks. I love all those other bits be tripping, all those fucking, like, they've taught so much, but we really are just, we work full-time jobs and we do this as a hobby, and we just talk shit. Like, this is what we do, and mainly to reach out to people who, because when I started, personally, there was always this higher level video of Linux and getting into these miners and all these different things. Really, I just like being able to tell people that no, it's fucking easy. Just put some video cards in your machine, load up nice hash, and go at it.
NPR endorsed the Zcash in a podcast, and that's how mainly people are just hearing about. They hear about it from a friend. They hear it on the news. Invest into this. It's gained quite a bit of traction. When I first started, I was mining Zcash. So and periodically through the past 10 months, I've gone to mining it and then mining Ethereum, and I think it's pretty much the only two coins I really have mined. There's been
I've done Zcash, Monero, and Ethereum. Some Saya. I haven't mined Beak or EBQ or however it's fucking pronounced. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
you can mine a couple thousand.
There's seriously so many you can mine, and with my hash rate, I can mine a shit ton of those lower valued, low difficulty coins, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah, what I like doing is mining the most profitable coin and then trading that for a different coin if you wanted to buy, because you can buy more of that coin instead of mining it. But mining it and holding that coin is just so much easier. You don't have to worry about trading it, going on the exchange. But I definitely do like the idea of mining the more profitable coin at the time.
Well, and if you mine the most profitable and then you put it into the exchange and you change it out, like, well, you remember back in May, it was, my brother and I were mining whatever, we were getting paid in Bitcoin, we put it into Saya at the end of April, middle of April, and there was one weekend where I was at a party with some friends, and I was drunk, I was shit-faced, but I'm looking at my phone because I keep getting alerts, and it literally gained $15,000.
Thank you, Black Knight.
Over the course of 2 days. Like, in the one night, the 6 hours I was at the party, I gained like $7,000 in the portfolio because we had changed it for another coin, which was Saya, by the way. We bought it at 0.2 cents, and it just fucking, I think it went all the way up to, I don't even remember where it landed. That was a long time ago. Either way, it was like $25,000 on that one trade. So you can do it. You just have to kind of see what the market's going to do. And I'm not an expert. My brother, who lives in Kansas, he did all that shit. I'm for mining and holding.
Yeah, and what I did, I started mining with NiceHash, and my payouts were directly in Bitcoin. And it was just super easy. I mean, all I did is if I just would have held it, and I would have even had more money than I have now. And then I see Tyler asked, your Xeon processors don't really matter.
They don't mean anything. I've actually ran, when I first started, I had a couple of brand new R. I don't know. It was $21,000 servers I had. We were going bankrupt, and I had the access to the servers, so I started mining on them. They were doing like $2 a day. The processors don't really do what you need. Video cards. You want video cards, or ASIC miners, like Antminer or something like that.
Yeah.
You can do with a shit. What was your shit build? The one that shouldn't have worked, but it works.
The Core 2 Duo.
Core 2 Duo, like 8, 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Processor, RAM.
It's still mining actually to this day. You do have videos of it updated and everything. And when we originally started, when I started my mining rig, I started on Budweiser boxes, and I wasn't even sure if it would actually.
Do not put your mining rigs on cardboard.
I didn't. I wasn't sure if it would actually even work at all. So I started it off, I think, with 4 cards,
and I just had it on boxes, and it actually worked, and it was profitable. So then I just go ahead. I had my buddy build some wood frames, and then I upgraded it from there.
Why are we buffering?
I know we shouldn't be buffering, but
Are we buffering to you guys? And no, I haven't heard about the Free State Project.
mm-mm.
I don't know what that is.
I'm glad we taught you a lot, though. That's good. And we're still learning too. I mean, we're nowhere near being experts or anything.
Oh. Sounds like Texas.
Yeah, the government's really. There's different governments out there that are trying to ban or control the cryptocurrency. But what's so nice about it is that it's mainly decentralized. You know, Bitcoin is, you know, completely decentralized, but you do have Ethereum that is kind of centralized a little bit. But I think in the whole aspect of how the cryptocurrency works, there has to be a little bit of control so that there's not, you know, market manipulation and people just, you know, flooding the market with shit coins or just doing whatever you want. I think there needs to be a little bit more, I'd say, control.
Cheers.
More guidance, I think, would be probably more of a better term for
Well, to
it.
get the government out, the coins like Monero and any offshoots of that. Like, I was reading about, and it's not advice because I don't know anything about it. I don't know enough. I'm not mining it. I have no stake in it. But I was reading about Sumo Coin, which has a good theoretical plan. Completely anonymous. I think it was Sumo Coin. But, you know, things like that, if you're looking for anonymous transactions, fucking cat.
The cat is loud.
I have a Siamese. She talks all the time. If anybody wants a cat, take her.
They're good burritos. Hopefully nobody gets offended.
She's a little fucking football. Yep. I forgot where we were.
But Bitcoin up earlier was 5,800 and still going up even more. Ethereum was 338.
338. Well, it's up at the top over there. 338.86 right now.
Yeah, 338. Oh, yeah, you're gonna block.
You're
her.
gonna.
Yep,
You're
there we
gonna.
go. Say hello. Hey, cat videos get lots of views.
Fucking cat. Get off the table. Now. Go. Don't sit on my keyboard. Fuck.
I'm just a super
And here she
trade
comes.
enthusiast. Yeah. Oh man, it's pretty funny. Kitty. We got to throw the cat in there because all cat videos get lots of views, right?
I don't even know what to say to that.
But definitely not too late to get into cryptocurrency. I would start off with something, it seems like there's a lot of sell-off on the altcoins. The altcoins, I think, are down a little bit, but I think they're going to jump up.
Well, to me, if you're getting in, and because
Isn't the pussy that does all the work anyway?
it always, yeah, that's how it works. To me, getting into, like, we talk about Ethereum and Zcash and Bitcoin and all these established
No,
coins.
we gotta show Black Knight. Let's go do another walk over there. Let's do this again.
Well,
All right.
don't fucking lose your stream this time.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it that time. Okay.
You just go show them. I'm gonna.
You gotta stay right here. I'll take this too, just in case. All right. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and see where all the work is being done at.
365 up there.
So that's one rig. I don't even think
365 mega hash, and got the fans running 24/7. It's enough light. There we go. Extra little parts just laying around. Even has a 470 just chilling right there. Whoa.
Off of there.
Yeah, you don't want that on there. All right. Lighting. All right, let's go back over there. Okay. All right. Let's see if we don't lose the live stream.
Nobody wants to hear it from you.
Yep. Nobody wants to hear. I'm the kitty cat. Okay. Looks like we're maintained. So that was the setup. That's his setup over here. Mine's not as pretty.
That's ugly as shit.
Yeah. Mine's even
It
uglier.
works. I mean, it's not. I'm not about like. I'm not gonna. Velcro everything and zip tie everything and make it pretty and send pictures and. It's not like that. What that does is fucking works for me.
How long did it take to go from zero? Well, so when I started in January, I started with, I had a GTX 1080, and I started mining with just that. And then I had another 1080 that I sold to Dustin.
Yeah, it's still running.
Yeah, and he's got it in his rig. And well, I traded a 1060 and I think like 400 cash. With the 400 cash, I bought 4 more cards, and I put the 1060s through mining. And then from there, I just started adding more cards as I was with the profits. So what I did, there was almost zero risk for me because all I did was use the graphics card I originally started with, and one I sold, and then bought more.
What I did was completely different. I started with the 1080, realized I could make $90 a month, and thought, well, shit. More cards equals more money. So, out came the credit cards. My brother and I were doing the same thing, so we dumped a bunch of money in credit cards for... At that time, what is she chewing on?
Hopefully not my cords.
No.
That's what I was hoping.
Well, she's chewing on your cords. That's a guarantee. And now she's pretending to be a badass. So I went from like 1 card to 3 cards, and then a week later to like 15 cards, and then 2 weeks after that to like 30 cards. And I think I still have, in total I have like 36 cards. I've got to RMA a couple because a couple have died. I have 31 active, but it wasn't the best decision, but they paid themselves off very quickly.
So instead, say he put it all on his credit card. If he had just bought Ethereum at the time with 15 grand, he'd
Would've been
be
the same.
He'd be
It wasn't quite 15 grand.
yeah, almost.
It
But
was like 12.
the way I did is I gradually just added more video cards. But if I had just
But you bought them with your crypto.
yeah, but with my crypto, I was able to increase my hash rate, so I increased my profits. So it's kind of a, if I could go back, I would just put 50 grand on the credit card.
40 grand in jail.
Eh,
It's a wash. Basically, I went the credit card route. He went the crypto route. They pay themselves off, so everything is fine. But had my method not worked out, had it not gone up and done what it's doing, I would have been fucked. I mean, like, you're still stuck with the bills.
Yeah.
But in his method, had everything gone down, he bought it when it was profitable. Had it gone down, he would have got a great deal on everything he bought. He didn't, so he's got like $45,000 worth of cards and a 5-card rig. Or what is it? What do you have actually? You have 15, 18 cards?
Total, I have I have over 20 cards. I have 24 cards.
Shit.
Yeah. So
You ramped it up after we bought them because you didn't.
yeah,
want to-
I added. I added. I tried to compete, but then, it's just I ran into the limits of what I could actually keep. Figuring out what I was going to run in my house. I set up another office space where I was running another rig, where it's just running off a tablet, and I need to figure out if I want to pay for internet down there.
No, you can just rent out my space.
Yeah,
You got a little
that's what
extra
we're
power.
trying to talk about. Me renting some space from him to kind of free up some space in my house, because the one thing they do produce a lot of heat.
Fuck yeah.
In the wintertime, it's actually not bad.
We're in Arizona. The wintertime is 70 degrees. So I turned my air conditioner off today for 3 hours, and my house got to 85 degrees. With only 17 cards running. Only. Well,
No, you didn't. Oh.
no, I have 17 cards running.
Yeah.
Like, but my house got to 85 degrees in a matter of 3 hours from 76, 74.
You're up in Vegas. Well, I hope you weren't anywhere near any of the other bad stuff that was going on.
Yeah, but he gets it. I lived in Vegas for a little bit. I lived up in Summerlin, right by the 215. 215, and I can't even remember the road I lived on, but it was right by this restaurant that I went to all the time at like 3 in the morning.
And that's same to here. I had never built a computer with more than 3 graphics cards in it.
I
And
didn't-
even then, the 3 cards they always worked like shit. Like any of the games, if they did work at all, I got lower frames than if I was just running 1 card. So I was kind of worried about running a mining rig with 6 cards. So that's why I built it on a Budweiser box first to see if it could work.
Yeah, and then your friend, I got some rigs from, or some frames from him.
Yeah.
But Pittsburgh's nice. I spent 3 weeks out there for work, and I've been craving Primantes ever since.
What budget cards would you recommend getting started? Would you recommend mining a low difficulty coin until better graphics cards fit the budget? I'm starting out on a Core 2 Duo platform. Make sure you check out my video on the Core 2 Duo. That system it's very good. I mean,
it really comes down to what kind of PCIe slots you have. You can plug risers in. You can run fucking 1080s if you want on that. Yeah. God, send me some Primantes. I just want, oh man, I miss it. I went there every fucking day for like 3 weeks. I'm fat. You can see that. So I miss it so much. I was in New York last month, and God, the food sucks in Rochester. And all I was thinking was like, I'm so close to fucking Pittsburgh. Man, I miss that. Sorry.
So for Dirty Larry, what I always tell is mine the most profitable coin at the time. You can check whattomine.com and mine the most profitable coin, and then if you wanted to cash out.
I disagree with you.
You disagree.
I disagree, because you mine what's best for what you have. Like if you can mine Ethereum on 1.470, a shit board, a shit card, a shit, everything. You're gonna get paid out every few days a little bit of Ethereum, and that's fine. It's awesome to hold that, and I would recommend doing that. But if you're looking for like something that is not gonna affect you in the pocket, like you're just running a rig, look through all the coins, look at the white papers, read the technology, find something that strikes you and says, like, I believe that this is going to go somewhere. If you're going to hold it and not cash it out for a long period of time, then go with something you believe in. Go with something where the tech is there, the roadmap is there, it makes sense, it lines up, and mine a low difficulty coin. Get the shit out of it and just fucking hold it. Like, that's what I wish that I would have done from the beginning, rather than going for what the profit is on the day. Like, because I mean, I'm at what, maybe fucking $50 a day right now. And in June, I was at $150, $170 a day. Like, the coin is good. I believe in Ethereum, but the difficulty is super high. There's other things that are going to be the Ethereum. A year ago, Ethereum was $1 or $2.
Yeah.
And the people that mined it based on their belief that it was going to work, they're the ones that are laughing right now because they got tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars if they held it.
Yeah, more than, because
when it came out, how many coins were they mining a day?
So I calculated if I held all my Ethereum when I started in January till the peak of when it got to 400, just from that point, so it was, I think, 7.5 months, I would have had $170,000.
Yeah.
If I didn't cash out anything at all.
Because it was a coin that was a low difficulty coin. It wasn't mainstream, and something said it was going to work.
Yeah.
So if you do the research and you believe in a coin and you want to mine it, then fucking mine it and hold it and sit on it and don't even stress it when it goes up and down.
But I think when you're mining the more profitable coin, you can actually buy more of those other coins and then hold them. But the thing is that you really have to hold your crypto for the value to increase. And
the question wasn't about what you're mining. Like, if you're mining on 1,470, it's fucking pointless to be in ETH or in Zcash. It's pointless. You're going to get paid out $15 every week. So, but if you're mining something that is paying you out 2 or 3 coins a day at that lower difficulty, then you could have all that, and the next week that price might go up a little bit. And then at some point there's one day that's going to happen where everybody jumps on it, difficulty spikes.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, that's definitely a good point where you think that you're getting into late. I wanted to get in 2010 for Bitcoin, and we're here 7 years later, and we got into it, and it wasn't too late.
No,
just imagine, you're not late at all. In 10 years, it's going to be another increase from where we're at now. So definitely don't think that you're in late. You're just getting in to where it's not even mainstream yet. I barely, when I'm talking to people on the street,
of the people who know what it is.
There's not a lot of people that are into it yet. I mean, I was talking to my aunt today, and she thinks what I'm doing is illegal. She says because it's currency that's not controlled by the government, so it's illegal.
Indoctrination.
That's what she says, and that's her grounds for what it is. But when it comes to where you go to a family function and everybody there knows what an Ethereum coin is and a Zcash is, then you know we've gone mainstream, and that is where we really want things to be.
At the point where you can go swipe a card, which, by the way, there are coins out there that are helping to facilitate this, but at the point where you can go swipe a card and use your crypto to pay for something, it's mainstream. Is it 10x that does that, or is it another coin?
That does what?
Sumo Coin is working towards basically like a bit card sort of thing where you have your crypto and you can swipe it through the Visa network or whatever.
BitPay.
Is it BitPay?
BitPay has one.
So there's tech out there that's looking to do it, but until that day happens, it's early. I mean, until it's mainstream, until you're going to buy your morning coffee and everybody's like, Bitcoin or whatever it may be, we accept this, then it's early.
Yeah, and Ethereum's getting some nice upgrades, which should be on Monday, which will increase the transaction times are going to be a lot faster, so that they'll be able to process transactions faster. Instead of transferring it, and it takes a minute, it's going to be, 10 or 15 seconds.
Realistically, it takes about 4 minutes.
I did one earlier, transferred $20 to my cousin.
Decred, DCR, Decred takes, it's pretty much instantaneous.
Yeah.
But it hasn't caught on.
Yeah.
So.
I need another kickstart.
It's right there. Oh, you
Nope.
drink both of them?
I drink them all.
Well, shit, I drank like half a bottle of whiskey, so.
Yeah, definitely. But, yeah, get in now still while you can.
Yeah, we have. My thought on it right now is we have all of these coins, and there are a lot. I mean, there are a ton of shit coins. You'll see coins going up 1,000% that have no reason to. They have no tech behind them. They have no backing. They have nothing. Don't go to those. But right now, we have a lot of coins with a lot of good tech. Decred takes seconds to transfer. And that could be lower volume. But eventually what's going to happen is a lot of these coins are going to work together. I don't know, come together, and it's going to become an actual force to be reckoned with. I mean, it's inevitable. There's nobody that doesn't want this. I mean, there are people. Banks don't want this to happen, obviously, because
The governments
don't
stick
my money. I pay my taxes out of every paycheck. They hold my money for no fucking interest rate whatsoever. I mean, I give them a free loan, and then they pay me back at the end of the year.
Or don't pay you back.
Or don't pay me back. Yeah, or say I owe. But, you put your money in a bank, they use your money to loan other people. They make money off of your money.
They charge you fees.
They charge fees.
Monthly maintenance fees.
Maintenance fees, yeah.
Overdraft fees, different things like that. If you're with your crypto wallets, that's what I was telling my cousin, is that if you don't have the money to send, you don't have the money to send. It don't charge you a fee because you don't have $10,000 in your bank account, or you didn't use it 10 times that month. There's not all that extra. You know?
Don't have so many direct deposits a month, so they don't charge you. You don't have a $5 maintenance fee or whatever. I have Chase. It sucks. But
I love Chase.
Seriously, Chase sucks because I always manually transfer into my savings, and if I don't do it a certain amount of times a month, it charges me the fee. And I'm like, what the fuck is this for? It's my money. You're loaning my money for whatever. Point being, as I'm getting more drunk.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck this shit. But realistically, it's a very direct, you don't have the money, you don't have the money. If he wants to send me fucking, I can't even say a number because I don't know how much ETH you have, but I guarantee you don't have 500. So if he wants to send me 500 ETH right now, he can't.
I can send $500 worth.
Yeah, you should.
I don't have 500 ETH, but
no, seriously, 240s to 470s, $500 bucks. We'll call that good.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, the whole crypto space has been amazing. How much growth and watching the market, it definitely is. Some days you're really, really happy. I mean, the past couple days have been amazing, but there are days where I'll wake up and I've lost thousands of dollars, and those days kind of hurt. But the way I look at it is, I've looked at it is, I haven't pulled a single dollar out of my pocket to put into any of this. I've used it all with just the graphics cards, mining it. I tried trading it. I had one trade I was doing, and it was skyrocketing. I bought at the bottom, and then there was some glitch in the system, and I couldn't sell at the top. And just about 45 seconds later, it dropped down, and I actually lost $500 off the trade. I was trading, I think, 2.5 Bitcoin, and I lost $500 within a matter of seconds. And so I was like, yeah, maybe this trading thing isn't for me like that. But people can make money that way.
I like that idea.
What does it say?
The cruise ships. Basically a bunch of people from a bunch of different countries, like Bitcoin ATMs, ways to have a monetary withdrawal or whatever, like an ATM.
There's probably a cruise ship that does have Bitcoin ATMs.
There's not a lot of Bitcoin ATMs out there, but
They're starting
that'd
to.
be perfect because you get people from all over the world on those.
Yeah.
And if you can go with, if you have 20 different people from 20 different countries, that monetary value is so different. If I take just, if I take money over to the Philippines, for instance, I can live off of it's like $9
Yeah.
for a meal for 5 people. So the exchange is there, but
Definitely. I mean, I could see that 10 or 15 years from now. Not so much sure if it would be with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin I don't think would be able to handle all of those
no,
transactions.
Bitcoin can't do it.
I think Bitcoin's
they
gonna
will.
be.
They will. They keep doing forks to, like in November they're doing the
Yeah.
SegWit and they're doing
It's still
the other thing, but
more of a store of value and the backbone of all the cryptocurrency.
But there is an alternative Airbnb, and I forgot the name of it. I'm not going to look it up, so don't worry about it. But there's an alternative to Airbnb which actually does accept cryptocurrency for renting their property. So there are legitimate businesses that are starting to accept it, and it's very small, which is why it's good to get in. Because if anything small or legitimate, they're starting to do it, it's not a fad. Like, this is not a fad. In 2010, 2011, you could say it was a fad.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
No, it's not.
It's here
Because
to stay.
everybody in the United States, in whatever country you're in, or all around the world, everybody is clamoring for some sort of stability, and this is what provides it. In my opinion, these are not financial suggestions. Or did you lose the stream again?
No, we're good. I gotta take a piss though.
Yeah, I do too.
Alright, so you talk and I'll piss and then so you don't lose them.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking
We've
about?
only got 4 people, so who's to lose? But Andrew's been here the whole time. I like him. He's cool.
give Andrew something.
Are you drinking, Andrew? Shut the door!
Why?
Because it's fucking loud. I agree. It can solve fair trade. It puts everybody on an even playing field. You don't have the dollar versus the yen, or the dollar versus the ruble, or whatever the fuck they use, or I don't know. I'm not a currency guy, but you're right. It puts everybody on an even playing field, and they can. I don't know. I mean, if I can trade you 1 Bitcoin, like right now, I send you 1 Bitcoin, which I'm not going to do, but it will be the exact value minus the mining fee when you get it. It's not going to be, 75 cents on the dollar or 10 cents on the dollar or whatever. No, he washed his hands, so it's good. Really? You need to make that noise? We got 4 viewers, so
Yeah, we gotta get more.
we've been chatting. What do you want to know? Like, what? Ask questions. Fucking, I don't.
Andrew, do you own any cryptocurrency?
I wasn't telling you. I was telling them.
Okay. I was dreaming of. Yeah, well, thank you guys for sticking around and watching. It's been pretty fun. I'm glad there hasn't been any haters. My other videos have gotten some interesting comments. I think if they knew where I lived, they would have burned all my video cards down. So I'm glad that they don't. So you at least got one payout from your Zcash, okay? Like a week ago. So how I originally had started my research with Bitcoin mining, because I was right on the cusp of getting ready to start mining Bitcoin back in 2010, and when I was going to mine it, it was 12 cents a coin. So at the time,
Holy shit.
my electricity costs were going to outweigh the profits from what I was going to get. I think I'd calculated it was like 1 or 2 Bitcoin per day I was going to get, which would have been like 24 cents in value.
Yeah, otherwise known as $11,000 right now.
Yes, per day that I would have been mining.
Yeah.
But when I calculated the electricity costs, it wasn't profitable. So when I started it in January, it was slightly profitable for me to mine Zcash and Ethereum, and so I started to do it, and then the values started to go up really quick, and the electricity cost didn't go up, so it started to exponentially be more profitable, and then I built another rig, and then built another rig, and kept adding to it. And it just keeps going up. I mean, I don't even know where it's going to stop at, but it definitely has been a fun ride.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation on that. I mean, people are saying like it needs to be $1 million to be like a viable currency or something.
I don't think it needs to be.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like the fact that if I sell him something and I've gotten paid in crypto for many regular objects, video cards or cash or whatever. The fact that I can sell him something for crypto, for Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, makes it viable. It is a currency.
Yeah. It's good. It's good for something. Is it too late to start mining? Definitely not.
No.
Not too late. You can get in anytime. I mean, just imagine if you were able to mine, Bitcoin when it was barely profitable or not profitable at all, and then you just held it till today.
That was a risk, though.
Yeah.
Like, you were spending money to mine this thing that a few people believed in.
Yeah.
And that dude, like, what is it, July 22nd, 2010 is Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Yeah.
10,000 Bitcoins for somebody to buy him a pizza. 10,000 Bitcoins.
That's crazy.
10 fucking thousand Bitcoins. At current value, what, 5,800, 5,700?
58 is last I checked. We could pull it up on there.
Yeah. So that pizza cost millions of dollars. Like, because it was so new, nobody really believed in it. There was a hardcore group that believed that it would do something, but the mainstream dismissed it. And now we're sitting here with Bitcoin at 4 times, 3.5. I don't know what the current price of gold is, but it's like 4 times the cost of gold. And it was a big deal in the news when Bitcoin surpassed the price of gold.
Yeah.
A few months ago.
And it keeps going up, and you see the value of gold is pretty much staying the same.
Yeah.
It hasn't.
It will
hasn't
always
changed.
stay the same. It will always fluctuate. It'll go up and down a little bit.
It's hard to cut off a piece of gold and give it to somebody else, or
Yeah.
to.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hand me a little gold coin, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I have a gold coin now. I'm rich." which is cool. It's value. You can go and sell it to a pawn shop. But
after they test it.
After they test it and do all that shit. But you transfer me Bitcoin right now.
How much?
Or, well, I don't know. Do you want the 13 card rig? Do you want the four cards? Do you want the 15?
So
I mean, we can make a
Andrew
deal.
has 0.17. So he's got
See cash from a 1500 millisecond mine. Or see, I haven't done a lot of Zcash mining, so I just remember I think I did one, and I think mine was like 9,000 souls.
yeah.
But I don't know that I ran all of them. I'd have to switch my mining over to really know.
Yeah, the 1500, not mega hash, it's usually just souls, but it does equate to, I think that would be like a 3-card rig. I'm thinking, right, maybe 4 cards.
My 1080 does about 500 souls.
Yeah.
So
3 cards.
Yeah.
The NVIDIA cards are better at mining Zcash.
Oh, absolutely.
Except for the new dedicated mining cards, I hear suck at
No,
doing it.
they're a waste. They have a 90-day warranty. Don't buy mining cards. Just do not fucking do it. Like, unless they're $75, you got a 90-day warranty, and they're really not that great. They're just video cards that you can't resell because they don't have outputs. They don't have video outputs. They're not really a tangible asset.
Yeah. But I guess you can overclock them a little bit higher too, though, and they do run cooler.
They
And
have no
quite a bit.
resale value on a 90-day warranty.
Yeah.
So pick your battles.
But imagine your room being 20 degrees cooler.
Or, no, are you fucking kidding me? That's not going to happen. That's not how this shit works.
Yeah. Definitely.
No, it's just not going to happen.
Anybody watching, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
All 4 people.
Yeah, the 4 people have really stuck it out. It's kind of late.
Which I'm impressed. I mean, we're
Yeah.
boring. You're tired. I'm drunk.
Yeah, it's been interesting. We want to see how this would turn out. I'm glad we had some interaction with some people. Andrew seems like a pretty cool guy. He's now, he's mining cryptocurrency with a mining contract, but at least he's in it.
Yeah, and I actually, this far in it, I see the benefit of the mining contracts. There's also a downfall. I mean, you could lose money and you could be paying them and you could end up in the hole.
Well, those
But-
don't have
but
the
with
Zcash one doesn't have a maintenance fee. That's the benefit
Oh,
to it.
nice.
So you just upfront amount that he's paid. He's not going to pay anything else for his Zcash one. Bitcoin contracts, they do have basically their maintenance fees, which are electricity costs. In that case, you might as well just mine it in your own house. I don't.
Yeah, but the problem is with that, you can't get the miners that are good enough to do it because they're all sold out,
Yeah.
and any pre-orders are all filled by Chinese Bitcoin miners. Like, Bitcoin mining is not a thing.
Yeah. Stick with
For
the
a regular
GPUs.
person, unless you've got like $1 million to throw into it,
Yeah.
not a thing.
Yeah. GPU mining, Zcash, Ethereum, those are really good coins to mine.
Bitcoin Gold could turn out to be a rock star because
that I think is gonna be-
everybody is going to switch over to it.
That's going to be awesome for the first,
I know I've got
first
almost
couple
a
weeks.
gigahash I'm going to throw at it.
Yeah. That'll be a really good coin to mine. So we're going to go ahead and leave on a good note before we lose the stream again. We were able to do a whole hour almost without it crapping out on us. And talk to you guys next time. Like and subscribe.
And a shot.
And a shot.